To all the binary trans people right now who are actually trying to argue that it is the fault of non-binary people and people who are saying you don't need surgery to be valid in your transness, that binary trans people are losing access to trans-affirming healthcare and surgeries and access to hormones, I'm gonna need you to back the up a second and think. I'm a non-binary trans woman. I'm a trans woman. I'm on hormones. I'm getting surgeries. We do not all experience transness in the same way. Just because you don't understand non-binary people doesn't mean that we are the root cause of all of your problems.
What the are you talking about, man?
You love to see it. The infighting in these groups, as we heard from that fella in the first clip there, is just glorious. Now, I was not aware that there was two different types of trans people, the binary and the non-binary. I'd figured after making 800 plus videos of this nonsense, I'd pretty much seen and heard it all, but I guess you learn something new every day, right? Anyway, welcome back. Thank you guys so much for joining me. So once again, I have a fairly crazy clown world update for you guys today, and as usual, we have very little time to waste. So, let's get into it. Now, if you place your attention on the screen for a moment, so this is when the lines between parody and reality become skewed, because this person, whose name is Tulip, looks exactly like one of the characters in the Austin Powers series. I'm sure most of you know who I'm talking about. Now, Tulip is a biological man who identifies as a trans woman, calls himself a transbian, which we all know by now is a trans lesbian, and yes, Tulip does use the ladies' restroom. Huh?
Look at me, I'm a big fat slob!
Hey guys, real quick, I have an update on the last video where I talked about the UK's Green Party candidate Melissapton, who is also a biological man that identifies as a trans woman and calls himself a proud lesbian. So it would appear that Melissapton did show up and show out for the Barbie premiere a while back, as you can see in the photo, so there's that.
Meanwhile,
Representation Matters and Shapes Policy, 21st November is Us to Stand Day. I encourage the most amazing, brilliant women to stand for politics, and you'll have the most amazing support by signing up on the 50/50 Parliament website. Thank you.
what the is this guy talking about?
Now, I'll try to keep you guys updated on Melissapton and what's going on over the pond in the UK with this whole political thing. It should get interesting. Anyway, let's keep this party rolling with everybody's favorite paid establishment shill, Harry. Harry! Now, I know. I played a clip of the young lad Harry in the last video. However, as long as Harry keeps putting out these nonsensical TikToks, I'm going to keep bringing them to you guys because this is Clown World, right? Roll it.
You know, people are always saying that Donald Trump is not a dictator and that even if he won in 2024, he couldn't establish a dictatorship here in America. And I'm like, really? Because he's already trying to do that, and I'll prove it to you. The election hasn't even happened yet, but behind the scenes, Donald Trump and his allies are pre-screening for loyalists for an unprecedented power grab. And basically what that means is hundreds of people are spending tens of millions of dollars to install a pre-vetted, pro-Trump army of up to 54,000 loyalists across the government to rip off the restraints imposed on the previous 46 presidents. Good. They're digging into people's social media histories, and it's largely being done by AI. And that means if Trump were to win, thousands of Trump-first loyalists would be ready for legal, judicial, defense, regulatory, and domestic policy jobs. And basically, they're going to purge anyone viewed as hostile to Donald Trump or someone who's not loyal to him. So think about it this way. All of these government agencies, from the Department of Homeland Security, the FBI, the Department of Justice, the Environmental Protection Agency, and more, would not be filled with people who are just qualified for the job. They would just be filled with people who love Donald Trump. Basically, the only qualification that these people would need is loving Trump, and they would do his bidding. So you're asking, how do we get a dictatorship in America? By Donald Trump putting tens of thousands of loyalists into the government who will do his bidding. Now you might be saying, oh, what about the courts? The courts will surely stop this. Not quite. Because when Donald Trump was president, he put forward a number of judges who were rated as not qualified by the American Bar Association. Now, what happens when Donald Trump starts putting forward judges who are not only not qualified, but they're also just loyal to him? So if someone sues Donald Trump, they rule in his favor every time. When you have a government full of loyalists to the president, and a judicial branch full of loyalists to the president, and a legislative branch of which you have MAGA Republicans in Congress doing whatever Donald Trump wants them to do, that's how you get a dictatorship. And we're not that far away from it.
Are you f***ing dumb?
Hey, real quick, I just wanted to remind you guys that if you're enjoying the videos, you like the content, you want to help support the channel, and you want to piss off libs like the young lad Harry, grabbing one of these t-shirts is a great way to do it. And I wanted to remind you guys that I just dropped the prices on all the t-shirts on the site, pretty substantially so. If you're looking for a Christmas gift for one of your liberal friends or family members, or if you wanted a t-shirt before but you figured they were a little too pricey, now's a perfect time to grab them. Prices will be going up after the new year. Now we have this Revenge Tour 2024 mugshot t-shirt, and I also have a bunch of other very cool designs you can check out as well.
Yes! That's awesome!
All right, next up. So this lovely lady has a chapstick holder that she claims is a two-legged dog. However, I think it more resembles...
My eating tubage, my twigging berries.
Maybe it's just been so long since she's seen a real one, she forgot what they look like. I don't know. Roll it.
This holds chapstick. And it looks like a little dog. Little puppy dog. It's really cute. That's a little dog's head. You take the dog's head off and put your little chapstick in that hole. And then his two little legs here. And it's really special because not a lot of people would think, oh, I'm going to knit a two-legged dog. They'd think, oh, I'm going to knit a dog with four legs. No, they thought about dogs that have special needs, that only have two little legs. And I love that. That's being inclusive.
But it looks like a giant dick.
Yeah.
Take a look out of starboard. Oh my God, it looks like a huge...
Pecker!
Oh, where?
Wait, that's not a woodpecker. It looks like someone's...
Privates! We have reports of an unidentified flying object. It is a long, smooth shaft, complete with two balls.
Hey guys, real quick, we don't have any sponsors for today's video. If you'd like to sponsor the next video and help support the channel, there is a PayPal link in the description box below, and I will say your full name as a sponsor of said video unless stated otherwise by you.
Meow. 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 Meow.
What the f was that?
So this person claims that trans women on HRT experience PMS symptoms. Now keep in mind, this is a biological man who identifies as a trans woman, so do with that information what you will. Roll it.
No, you can't have PMS. You're a damn man. Oh no. Ow. I don't care what you say. You throwing a transphobic cisgender hissy fit doesn't negate my lived experiences. Okay? Like, I don't care whether you believe me or not. Trans women do experience PMS or PMDD. Okay? It's not a fully researched thing yet, but there are a little bit of research into it, and they have found plenty of trans women who have PMS or PMDD symptoms. So you throwing a hissy fit or you not liking it because you don't want more shared experiences in connections with trans women because you find us icky and invalid doesn't take away our lived experiences, okay? So you can go off having your little tantrum about how we're not women and we don't have PMS or PMDD, and guess what? We'll continue being women, and those of us that do have PMS or PMDD will continue to have PMS or PMDD.
But that's simply not possible.
So we've been hearing a lot of songs here on the channel lately, songs about pronouns and gender and such. Well, here we have a song titled My Specific Gay Rights. Now, this clip is 1 minute and 6 seconds long. I can't promise I'm going to make it through the whole thing, but I'll do my best. Roll it.
I gave you life to smell bad.
because I only wear natural deodorant. It's my gay right to be a because it's part of our culture. And it's my lesbian right to claim my dog as a dependent on my taxes. And it's my non-binary right to use whatever bathroom has the shortest line. To march a species through the first grade so we could buy rainbow shirts at Target.
Your song? It's awful. I hate it.
Now, with some of the songs we've heard here on the channel recently, even though the lyrics have sucked, some of these people have decent singing voices, but not that last one. That was not good. That was not good at all. Anyway, next up, so clips like this make me sad. This person obviously has some problems, and also this person claims to work at a trans kid summer camp. What the f*** is a trans kid summer camp? Roll it.
I work at a summer camp for trans kids, and the other day we were all going around and giving each other tips on how to pass better, and I realized that for me, passing means passing as a trans guy. I do pass as a cis guy sometimes, but usually it's because they think I'm a child. When someone sees me as a trans guy instead of like a lesbian, they're seeing me for who I am. They're seeing me as an adult. And why wouldn't I want to be seen as a trans guy? Trans guys are awesome. Passing is about being seen for who you really are, right? So don't hide those top surgery scars, boys.
Stop it. Get some help.
You could literally see the sadness in that young lady's face and hear it in her voice. It's heartbreaking. This whole ideology has ruined people's lives. And here is another trend we've seen where these people are preaching the same ideology in churches. Roll it.
I believe in the non-binary God, whose pronouns are plural. I believe in Jesus Christ, their child, who wore a fabulous tunic and had 2 dads, and saw everyone as a sibling child of God.
You're all going to hell. Goodbye.
All right, guys, we're going to be wrapping it up with this clip of everybody's least favorite Congresswoman, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. Now, AOC is going to parrot the same talking points we heard in the last video from uniparty establishment Republican Mitt Romney. She's going to say that there's no evidence against Joe Biden. There's no evidence. Pay no attention to Hunter Biden's business partners, Tony Bobulinski and Devin Archer, and what they've said. Pay no attention to what you've seen with your own eyes on the laptop from hell. Just pay no attention to it. There's no evidence. There's no evidence. Anyway, guys, things are clearly getting crazy out there, so please take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Till next time, I love you guys. Peace. Roll it.
That not only is the committee not allowing Hunter Biden to testify publicly, but they have not called a single witness, a single first-hand witness to any of their allegations. They haven't allowed anybody to testify publicly because they do not have a single witness to any of their alleged allegations. They don't.
That's a damn lie, and you know it! And you ain't black.